Chapter 1. Is there a motel? Jenny is going across America by bus. One evening in summer, his bus arrives in a little town in California. "I want to stop here tonight," says Jenny to the bus driver. "Is there a motel? Do you know?" "Yes," says the bus driver. "There's a nice motel across the river. It's not expensive." "Is there a bus to San Francisco tomorrow?" asks Jenny. "Yes," says the bus driver. "There's a bus every day." Jenny gets off the bus with his bag. Chapter 2. Give me the money. In a street in Los Angeles, somebody is robbing a security guard outside a supermarket. The robber is sitting on a motorcycle and has a gun. "Give me the money," the robber tells the security guard. Okay, says the security guard and gives the robber the money. Then the robber rides away, but a camera is taking pictures. After the robbery, the supermarket manager phones the police. "Yes," he says, "a robbery. Yes, long blonde hair and with a motorcycle. A man or woman? We don't know. Yes, we have some pictures. Okay, quickly." Chapter 3. Room 23. In the little town, 50 kilometers away from Los Angeles, Jenny goes into the motel and asks for a room. 23, says the man at the desk. He gives Jenny a key. "Thank you," says Jenny, and he goes up to his room. An hour later, Jenny comes down to eat. "I'm hungry," he thinks. He sees a girl arrive on a motorcycle. She walks to the front desk, and the woman gives her a key. "Room 17, says the woman at the desk. "I think I know her face," thinks Jenny. "Is she somebody famous?" Chapter 4. Is it her? Early the next morning, Jenny puts on the TV in his room. A newsreader is talking about the supermarket robbery. There are some pictures from the supermarket camera. Jenny watches the news. The robber is somebody with long blonde hair and with a motorcycle, says the newsreader. Suddenly, Jenny remembers the girl at the motel desk. Is it her? He thinks. Is she the robber? Chapter 5. Can I sit here? He goes for breakfast. The girl is eating her breakfast at a table near the window. Jenny looks at her. Is it her? He thinks. I think I know her. But he walks across to her table. Can I sit here? He asks. The girl looks up. Well, okay, she says. Jenny sits down. My name's Jenny, he says. Pleased to meet you, she says. I'm Lily. Where are you from? Asks Jenny. San Francisco, says Lily. I'm going there later this morning. Where are you from? Boston, says Jenny. I'm going across America by bus, and I'm going to San Francisco later this morning, too. Are you? The girl says. I don't like buses. I like motorcycles. Look, excuse me. I need to make a phone call. She gets up and leaves the room. Chapter 6. Not the police. A young man near the door is watching Lily. Why is he watching her? Thinks Jenny. Does he know her face, too? Is he thinking she's the girl from the robbery, too? Jenny goes to sit next to the young man. Hi, he says. My name's Jenny Muir. Says the young man. I'm Mark. They begin talking. Jenny tells Mark about the news of the robbery on TV. He looks across at Lily. Are you thinking that's the same girl? He asks Mark. Mark looks across at her. I don't know, he says. Perhaps it is. What can we do? Says Jenny. She's leaving soon. Let's phone the police. I think it's her. No, Mark says quickly. Not the police. Wait. Jenny looks carefully at him. What's the matter? Are you afraid of something? He asks. No, but perhaps she's got a gun, says Mark. Chapter 7. Perhaps I'm wrong. Is it her? Thinks Jenny. I want to know. Perhaps the money from the robbery is in her room. Jenny goes upstairs. Suddenly, he sees the girl again. She is coming out of room 17. Jenny watches her. She locks her door and goes downstairs. How can I get into her room? He thinks. Then, Jenny sees a woman working in the motel. Excuse me, says Jenny. Can you open the door of my room? My key's in the car. It's room 17. Yes, of course, she says, and opens the door of room 17. Thank you, says Jenny, and he goes into the room. Jenny searches the room, but he cannot find the money from the robbery. Perhaps I'm wrong about her, he thinks. Then he hears somebody opening the door with a key. It's Lily. Chapter 8. I Must Get Away. Jenny runs into the bathroom. A minute later, he hears Lily talking into the phone. Hi, friend, says Lily. I'm at the motel. No, I'm leaving in an hour. Yes, yeah, okay. Jenny looks out carefully from the bathroom. He cannot get to the door, but he can get to the window. He moves quickly. Lily puts down the phone. Jenny watches her through the window. I must get away from here, he thinks. Jenny cannot go back into room 17, but he can open the window to room 18. Chapter 9. You're the robber. Jenny climbs into room 18. There is nobody there. He goes across to the door, but then he sees something. What's that? He thinks. Is it a wig? It is. It's a blonde wig. Jenny searches the room. Here's a black motorcycle coat, he says to himself. And what's this in this bag? Knee from the robbery. Jenny hears somebody coming. He wants to get out of the room, but he cannot. Mark comes into the room. He sees Jenny. What are you doing in my room? Says Mark. Then he sees the blonde wig and the money. He looks at Jenny again. You know, says Mark. Yes, I know, says Jenny. You're the Los Angeles supermarket robber. Suddenly, Mark takes a gun from his coat. Don't move, he says, and he takes the bag from Jenny. You can't get away, says Jenny. Yes, I can, says Mark. He hits Jenny on the head, then he locks him in room 18. Chapter 10. I Can't Swim. A minute later, Lily is looking across at the river from her room. Suddenly, she sees a man running. What's the matter with him? She thinks. Why is he running? Then she sees Jenny come out of the next room. That man? Says Jenny. He's the Los Angeles supermarket robber. Stop him, somebody. Mark hears him and looks up. Then he gets on his motorcycle and drives off quickly. I can stop him, says Lily. She climbs down from her room, she runs around the motel, gets on her motorcycle, and goes after Mark. Lily rides her motorcycle quickly towards the river. When she gets to the river, she jumps across the river on the motorcycle and stops in front of Mark. He cannot stop, and his motorcycle goes into the river. "Help!" he cries. "I can't swim!" Chapter 11. Can we go slowly, please? Some people help Mark out of the water. More people are coming from the motel. Jenny runs across to Lily. "Are you okay?" he asks her. "Yes, I'm okay," she says. "Are you all right?" "Yes," says Jenny. "I'm all right." Soon after, the police arrive and take Mark away. Jenny tells a policeman his story, then Lily tells the policewoman her story. "Do I know your face?" the policewoman asks Lily. "Are you famous?" Lily laughs. "Perhaps you do," she says. "I'm on TV sometimes." "Now I remember you," Jenny says to Lily. "You're Lily Palmer, the famous stunt girl. I see you on Stunt Girls USA on TV sometimes." Lily smiles. "Yes, that's me," she says. "Now, do you want to come to San Francisco on my motorcycle, or do you want to go on the bus?" "I'm coming with you," says Jenny, laughing. "But can we go slowly, please?"